Welcome back, people. We have the SameBike L026. This is version 2, other words known as the SameBike L026 200-mile review. Lots of other different things that I'm going to talk about that I've changed and stuff. So to start off with, I will show you the display in a bit, but what have I done to this bike? Well, an insane amount. The tyres is definitely a must change. You don't have to do it straight away, but you do have to do it at some point, definitely, because those cheap nylon tyres are nowhere near as good as these. And all of the upgrades that I have done on this bike, you will see in our playlist of e-bikes and electric scooters. All the upgrades that I've done. We did a lot of upgrades on the SameBike L026, but this one, the L026 I've definitely done more upgrades on this than I ever have on any of the other bikes that I've ever owned. Because I love this bike so much that I kind of wanted to make it the best I can possibly make it. So if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. And leave your comments in the comment section below. I always do try my best to respond to every single comment. And of course, don't forget to smack that like button. So, starting off, yeah, the wheels, we changed that. And then the brakes, we went to mechanical to semi-hydraulic. But now, we got these Zoom brakes that I installed myself. And they are full hydraulic brakes. And they are absolutely amazing. Definitely an awesome upgrade that I did do. Now, you don't have to do all of these upgrades yourself, but one main upgrade that I recommend that you definitely do for this bike, and it's pretty cheap. It cost me £13. I bought it off Amazon. This head stem, which again, I've got another video on our playlist of showing you how I changed that out. But that was the first thing I did, was the head stem. The second thing I did was carbon fiber handlebars. The grips, I'm actually quite liking the original grips, so I decided to keep them. They're palm grips. Not normally something I would go for, if I'm honest, but they actually do feel okay. So I took up the front headlight just because water can get into it. I don't want water problems. And of course, I've lost the horn up here because now the headlight is gone. But I'm not bothered about the horn because I've got a big mouth. And I have got a light here, and this light is insanely bright, and of course I can take it off like that as well, so that's pretty cool. Again, we did a separate review on the Rock Bros headlight, which is that, and the Rock Bros Smart Light, which we have just here. So when I pull the brake, or I go to slow down, this gets brighter. This thing here, it lights up brighter. So there's different modes. Obviously the flickering, and then the pulsing. Oh, pushed it back. There you go. Yeah, more flicker. I'd rather leave it on steady like that. So when I pull the brake, it then gets a lot brighter. And of course, I've got this mounted underneath my seat, which it come with the extra bracket for an extra, I think £5 it was. But if not, you could always strap it on there anyway. Definitely recommend the rear light and the headlight. Very easy to put on. And this I can actually use as a power bank, as a C port. Let me undo that. There's a C port there, so I can actually charge my phone. But as well as that, I got a C port charger here, and under here I also have a USB, so I can charge my phone and the camera whilst making videos riding this thing. So we've done some off-road tests, we've done some hill tests. I brought a new battery as well. That's a new thing that's been upgraded, a new battery. We did a separate video on that. This rear air shock now, rather than the standard spring shock, they upgraded that, and again, we did another video on that. But if I show you around here, I put on some dice caps. And I've also put some dice caps on the wheels as well. So I had a little bit of a problem when I first got this bike. The converter, I had the throttle, but there was no pedal assist. The pedal assist wasn't working. I kind of figured it out. One of the MOSFETs in the converter was messed up. I ordered another one. You can scan the barcode just here, and that will allow you to, of course, go onto their website and purchase any parts that you need for the SameBike L026 or L026 version 2. I've still got the original part here, the up and down pass mode or power mode, however you like to class it as. The power button just there. I'm trying to think of what else I've actually upgraded. It's so hard because I've done so many things within these 200 miles. I know I'm forgetting something. So brakes, tyres and inner tubes. The inner tubes I put slime in. That was it. Sorry about that, clearing my throat a little bit early in the morning. Rock Bros pedals, they are definitely very, very sharp, but do you know what? I've never ever slipped off them, and people are like, well, if you do, it's gonna hurt. I never have though, and I've ridden this bike now 200 miles and I have not slipped off that pedal once, and I've used this in the rain, and as you can see, it's getting a little bit on the dirty side down here. I think the bike's going to need a bit of a wash sooner or later. Anyway, a strengthening bar. This is what I brought as well. It's you can type in motorcycle strengthening bar and this comes up. Now you don't have to have this. This is just an accessory that I like to have. Why do I put it on there? Because once before when I was younger, I did a massive jump, and as I landed, the handlebars snapped down and my face went down crunch on the yeah, and it hurt, and I ain't forgot it. So because of that, I am using the strengthening bar. Yeah, okay, right, I guess let's power her up then. So new battery. Pretty much the only thing that remains is the rim itself, the front forks, the frame. That's pretty much it. But you don't have to do all these upgrades. The major upgrade you do need to do is definitely the head stem. That's definitely a thing, because otherwise you're leaning really far forward and your back aches. With this way, as you can see, I've got it risen up quite high, so I'm not leaned over too much. Now, if you're not too tall, that might be okay. If you're around 5 foot, that might be alright. But I'm 6'3", so because I'm a tall guy, I need something to make this higher here so I'm not hunched over so much, and that's made a big difference to my riding straight away. So the head stem is definitely a thing, and the tyres and inner tubes again is definitely a thing. 100% I recommend these Zoom brakes, which we got a video of showing you how I did that, installing those, and of course there will be a link for those brakes as well. As well as that, I've obviously linked other stuff in other videos, so you can always check it out. Oh, there's that part there, look. So if you see that part just there, I can take that light off, and I can screw it into that part there, and I can just have it positioned like that if I wanted to. But anyway, let's get down to it. Let's show you the business. Let's power it up. So to power it up, we hold our finger on this button here. And then the up and down is the pass, and of course pushing this button here again is also the going through different settings. Now I have done the speed hack on this bike, and again we've made that separate video, so I'm not going to bother to talk about it in this one. But anyway, so up and down, if I click up, it takes it up into pass 3, pass 4, pass 5, which says 5 pass. Let's take it right down to 0 though, because I don't want to fly off. I'm going to press the mode button here, and you're going to see here, so it says current and it says time. Trip, obviously there's no trip mileage at the minute because I've only just turned the bike on. This is from when you first turn the bike on, so it'll show you your actual trip of how long, how many miles you've done and how long you've actually done those miles since the bike's been turned on. So you press M again, and there we go. ODO. 211 miles. So I've done a little bit over the 200 miles, and that's why I thought I'd do a review on it now. And you can get this far without doing all these upgrades. I'm just too picky and too fussy. But the bike itself costs £909, and the range on these bikes are pretty decent. If you're putting in a good amount of effort to riding with the electric, you can easily get 30-40 miles. Now that all depends on you though. If you're not putting in a lot of effort, then of course you're going to get probably half of that, maybe even 20-ish miles, I guess. Doing throttle only, probably 15, but that's me with a speed hack. Without a speed hack, of course, you will get a lot more range. But anyway, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this one. As I said, it's a good bike overall. I'm going to do some more videos on this. I got to do a brake test. I know the brakes are good, but I just want to show you guys how good the brakes work. And I also have one more thing left to upgrade on this bike. And guess what it is? Yeah, if you've been watching my other videos, you would know. The front suspension forks, well, they're on their way. And hopefully, by the time they turn up this video, after I've edited it and uploaded it and stuff, I should be swapping out those front forks, hopefully very, very soon. I want to swap those out, put on air forks on the front, air suspension on the back. This thing's going to ride like a dream. Yeah, we're going to have videos on brake testing and on range testing since I've got the new 48 volt, 14 amp battery, LG battery. We'll give it a try and see what happens, see how far we get. I definitely recommend this bike. Even if you haven't done, even if you're not doing any upgrades at all, I still definitely recommend this bike. It's a great bike. I did use this bike in the beginning without any upgrades, and a little bit of squeak on the back suspension, but if you grease it up, it's not so bad. Which again, we've done all different videos. Anyway, leave your comments below. Hopefully this video helped you out. 211 miles. And I think I'll make another video when I'm at, I don't know, either 400 or 500 miles, I'm not sure. But of course there will be other videos in between that, brake testing and range testing and all these good things that you guys want to see. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I am out.